Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Prem Namaste. Divine greetings from the Sadhana team. Yes, it's Heritage Month and we proudly celebrate our Hindu heritage that has been preserved as part of Mzansi's Rainbow Nation. On today's program, we feature the highlights of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to our shores. South Africa was also host to the 3rd International Conference on Lord Muruga worship. But first, we meet Tunusha Naidu, an inspiration with a proudly South African story, who is pushing the boundaries in the workplace. With a zest for life, be it cooking up a storm in the kitchen, to serving the needy and destitute, very few would believe that Tunusha Naidu is visually impaired. We first met Tunusha in 2014 when she joined the Sadhana family as our national coordinator. What she could not see with her eyes on a TV show, she saw with her heart, and that radiance of love is what Sadhana, the inward path, has become famous for. Today she has spread her wings while still making a difference in the lives of the differently abled. We caught up with her at the launch of her own new company, ABLE, which stands for Ability Beyond Life's Expectations.
I was actually born in Chatsworth, and when I was 2 years old, my family relocated to Umkomaas, which is along the south coast, about 30 minutes away from Durban. One of the most beautiful places that I could have ever grown up in. I attended the local primary school, which is Naidu Memorial Primary School. And after grade 7, I proceeded to the open air school in Glenwood, Durban, which is a school which caters for the needs of learners with impairments.
She's actually living the words of, you were destined for great things. I know it's a cliche, but Tunusha is an individual who's been bold from the time I know her. She's very courageous. I think if she's puts her mind to something, she's determined enough to achieve it.
And I've been through it all, through the schooling career, through tertiary, being unemployed for a long time, then being employed, and finally being self-employed, being an entrepreneur. So all of these experiences have taught me the skills which are necessary to take ABLE forward and assist other people with similar challenges such as myself.
She sent me a message saying, I want to try this out. I want to give it a shot because I truly believe that we need to make a difference in South Africa. We need to provide an education around this, and what better person to do this than her, who's been through the life's experiences. She can, relate directly from the heart.
It says everything that I stand for, because that is the motto that I want to go out there. That is the words that I want to be associated with ABLE, ability beyond life's expectations, because that's what we have. We have abilities beyond life's expectations, beyond our own expectations. Sometimes I surprise myself. And most importantly, it's beyond society's expectations.
So now if you guys see a blind person, automatically, and some of the people come to hold me like this, like I'm...
The Stats SA report shows us, the report for disabled individuals, shows us that 7.5% of our population are disabled. Even further than just a stat is that the report clearly shows you, or clearly states, that disabled individuals do find it much more difficult to achieve an education, to achieve employment. And that actually just hits home.
Before Sadhana came along, I was unemployed for 7 years. And being a part of Sadhana, I know, was divine intervention. So being Hindu and having my religion and culture so special to me. And I was exposed to working in a visual media, which is television, something totally out of my comfort zone. But it was a really wonderful experience which grew me.
She's walking through a passage and she wants you to come behind her. So she would put her hand like that. And that automatically means, so you don't need to do the train, right?
Being blind, not knowing the layout, I had to learn how to get around the offices, how to get up to the studios, how to get to the kitchen, how to get to the edit suites, and how to position the phone so that I can answer them and have everything stored. To the sighted colleagues at any workplace, you just see the kitchen, you see the bathroom, you see this office that you need to go to. There's nothing that you need to learn. But for persons with challenges, it's a real struggle. But they still make it work, and they're still dedicated to their jobs.
When you work with people who are differently abled, as an able-bodied, I'm speaking firstly, they bring a certain inspiration. And it makes you sit and introspect a little bit more every day. And the closer you get to work with them, the more introspection you do for yourself. To say, I can also achieve so much more. They also come in with the right attitude. And I don't think you can teach attitude. You can motivate it, but you can't teach it. And that's key.
Did they take off their shoes?
Both took off their shoes.
Oh gosh, I walk in shoes.
They've got quite high heels though. That harmony that we aim for in the workforce starts with each and every one. And if each and every one are inspired to do the right things and embrace their human values, we're going to have the synergy, we're going to have the heart, we're going to experience the love in the workforce. On her new chapter in ABLE, it's fantastic, but just as her as an individual, she has so much to give to this world at large, let alone South Africa. Inspiring. I always said to her, you know, you're one of the individuals that use your disability to able other people.